Alright, Mr. U, here's my LightsOff project. Alright, let me go to the thing. Alright. So first we have initialize a global score, so it starts at 0. So basically your score is 0 before you start playing the game. There's a reset button in there. Basically it changed the score back to 0 after you've played already. And then I made a thing here where what happens if your score is over 15, it calls for this procedure called move interval, which I'll show you, and I'll show you now. Let's move over here. And what that does, it just lowers the interval by 5 milliseconds. So then it keeps getting slower and faster and faster. So basically, the longer you play, the harder it gets. They named the procedure ball touch. Basically, anytime you touch the ball, this is called for. So it plays a sound, the device vibrates, and then it sets the score +1. So every time you touch the ball, you get your score goes up by 1. And then your score changes according, so it goes up by 1. This is what that shows here for displaying the score. That's a label I created. And the clock timer on the interval we have, it moves randomly, and then that's for this procedure. Also, when you initialize the screen, it does that. So this procedure, there's 2 soccer balls, soccer ball and soccer ball 2. I named them. So basically, it moves from a random X and a random Y. Basically, as you see, the random integer 1 to anywhere on the canvas. So you go all the way to the top left, all the way to the bottom right, or anywhere in between, basically. And then also, so for the sprites, it's good when you touch the ball because that's what you're trying to do. But when you miss, you touch the goal, which is the other image sprite I put, basically that only covers the goal. So if you miss the soccer ball and hit the goal by accident, then it takes 1 off of your score. So you actually, the goal, you gotta make sure you hit the soccer ball and don't miss, or else it hurts your score. And then when soccer ball or soccer ball 2 is touched, it calls for that procedure I showed you before. When ball touch, it plays a sound, it vibrates, and then all that. That's that. I'll show you the user interface screen here. I have this is the name of the game, basically help win the game. So we're trying to score, soccer ball and a goal. This will change when we start playing, and then reset the game. This will make everything back, your score back to 0. So here's what it looks like. You see they're moving. So then, if I try to click one here, it makes a sound. Jeez. So you can see the score keeps changing. It goes up by 1. Then if I want to reset the game, hit reset. The score goes to 0, and then we keep playing. And that is all.